Hey guys, so we are going to try to use something cheap to cover her body pillows. Again, just the dollar store. These are actually those things that you put in your car, and I believe it keeps your car nice and cooled off. Let's see what it says. Driver's choice, car sunshade. Oh, sunshade. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Sunshade. So, it's a really soft material, surprisingly. So, I am going to use it and cover one of her body pillows, and we'll see what we got. Okay, so let's scooch back here. Sorry, my living room. Sorry about that. My living room is tiny and it's full of jars and all sorts of stuff everywhere right now from doing her room. I can't wait. I'm so excited to go get her. Okay, so, whoopsie, sorry, jars. I'm going to leave all of this stuff out because we're going to work on stuff together, and her and I are going to do some crafting and kind of figure out some more decorations that she might like. So on the car shades, you have these cute little black straps. So I'm going to cut those off and keep them. That would actually be something that you could use for face masks too. But I might use it to put like a bow or something cute on these when I am done. The other thing that you could do is the shades come with, just want to make sure I got it all. They come with these little holes. So if you did not want to hot glue it or anything like that, you could put the straps through those and make some cute little bows, which I think actually might not be terrible. But there's only two on each side, so you'd have like a big opening right there. All right, so let's start. We'll start with this side. All right, got my hot glue gun. So all I'm going to do is I want to make sure I leave enough room on both edges to have enough to wrap it over. So for the first one, I'm going to try just gluing the black and see how that goes. Like I said, we'll see. All right. So there's a couple of different ways we could do this. We could, if you could sew, that'd be like great. I have a sewing machine, just need to learn how to use it. But for right now, my hot glue gun is my saving grace. All right, so I want to fold that over enough to make sure that I have enough room to make sure that that hole's not going to show, because the way I'm doing it right now, I don't want that. You also don't necessarily have to glue this side down, because this is going to come up and over for what I'm doing. So that's totally up to you if you want to skip that step and save some extra time. It doesn't take very long, but I get it. I want to do stuff as fast and easy as possible too. So, but just to give us a little bit more hold, I am very surprised too about how soft this material is. Like, it's so soft. I would put this on my stuff. So if she doesn't like it, I will totally take it to my room and have it. Okay. So I've got that side done. Now let me see. I could leave the black on the outside. It's kind of cute, but it also, where the straps are, it's got like a little bit of a tear because I can cut it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it like that, so it's just tucked right underneath. And I'm going to leave, obviously the sides are open, so I'm going to leave that part. There is a little bit of where the strap was left. I want to make sure that's nice and clean cut. All right, so I'm going to just take your hot glue and you're going to put it right across that black edge, and then put it right down and hold it for 2 seconds. 1 and 2. Good. Nice and easy. I might have to hold it for a little bit longer, especially because this is a little bit different of a material. The other thing is, if you just did the silver and silver, it might melt. So it's just going to be one of those things, like, you try and see what happens. That is kind of our, like, majority of our redoing Dulce's room is, let's see if we can make this happen. And the hardest part is using stuff that we already have at the house. So it's really tricky. Can't go anywhere, and definitely not spending any money. So I wanted to make sure that I showed everybody something that anyone can afford to do. And it's something simple that, yes, us girls can do it. Tell you what, I have no idea what I'm doing with 90% of this stuff, and I have figured it out. So that's why I'm doing so many videos, trying to make sure that if you have any questions or ideas, that this would work too. Also, if there is anything that any of you have, hey, could I hang this? What could I do? I would be happy to answer and try to help you out. So just comment on my YouTube channel and I will try my best to make sure I check it quickly and get back to you. The one thing about hanging stuff I would definitely recommend is if you have a stud finder, then using that. But I also heard that using a stud finder in your ceiling might not be an option. So if you don't have one of those like me, the other thing that I watched a ton of videos, and the hard part is you don't find what you're looking for. And it might be like a roundabout idea of some stuff, but it's not answering the questions that I'm asking. So that's the other part of doing videos is, okay, I wonder if who else out there is wondering, you know, either a simpler answer or wants to know step by step on how to do this. So I did try the magnet against the ceiling and the trying to find the studs or 2x4s, wherever they are, in the wall. And that did not work for me. I don't think maybe my magnet wasn't strong enough or what, but that technique just was an epic fail for me. The other thing I was reading about trying to find studs in the walls and ceilings, which mine was a ceiling, so it's a little trickier, is finding the measurements of either 24 inches or 16. So when I was reading everything, it was saying sometimes houses are older are going to be 24 inches. I don't know if that's true or not, but it definitely was for me. So all I did was take my measuring tape and I measured from the crease of the walls where they meet and where the ceiling meets, and I measured 24 inches out, and then I measured 24 inches from the other wall out, and then that is where I met for a 2x4 to hang like the swing and her tables and all of that stuff. So the other thing is, I don't do this. I just hung on it like with my body weight, and I'm like, all right, well, if it can hold my big old booty, then I think we're safe. So that was something that I tried, but do not try that. Definitely either have help or have your own technique of trying stuff out. What do they say? Do as I say, not as I do. I think that's what it is. All right. So I actually am pretty happy with this. It's not bad. Some of it is not staying, so it's probably because I'm being impatient and I'm really not holding it very long. So obviously, the longer you hold this, the better that glue is going to dry. So this was kind of a big piece, so I'm going to wait a sec. And I think I'm just going to do maybe one pillow so that I can show her and she can see if she likes it or not. And like I said, if she doesn't, she can have some of mine and I will switch her for this one because I actually like it and it's super soft. So that's weird to me. Can't believe that this material would be like something that's actually comfortable enough to lay on. All right, not too bad. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos, other things that you will be able to see directions on. So finding a stud in the ceiling, what else? Oh, hanging or redoing a side table or pretty much any table. I was able to hang it from her ceiling, which is so fun and I love it so much. I really want to do it to my room, but my table has a drawer and it might be a little different, but I might try. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So I hanged her bedside table and then we did, all right, so that side is done. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next side. Again, the lip of that I'm going to tuck in, and the circles I'm going to tuck in and make sure that this comes over top of it. But look, I mean, look how much extra material I have. This is great. And if you want to be really